I feel like, isn't a sex party just with your partner? How many people can you invite? I need to know more. Hi, I'm Sophie Monk, host of Love Island, and today I'll be answering dating questions from the BuzzFeed community.
Can you give us a brief rundown on your dating history? Why are you the expert?
I'm not sure I am the expert on dating, but somehow I've fallen in that role, like on TV, which is lucky. But clearly getting engaged at 38, I'm not an expert. The shocking thing that's happened to me on a date was I took a sip of wine, and you know when it goes down your wrong hole? And I didn't know, and you can't deny that cough, you have to do it. So I held it in for like about 2 minutes, and then I just went, coughed everywhere like a serial killer.
Oh my God, that is a great story. You really just had that one. What should you do when a date is really awkward?
Get your friend to call. You just text them and say ring and get you out of there. Evacuate. Emergency is a bit obvious. So it's more like, I forgot it. I've got this meeting for work. Always blame it on work.
What is the biggest dating red flag?
That's a tricky one because I was going to say not paying, but that's not a red flag. The biggest dating red flag is when they talk about themselves. It usually means they're insecure. You know, when they go on and on about how good they are and what they do for work, no one cares.
Also, I feel like if you have to advertise it, like you're probably not actually that good.
You're probably a loser.
Is it okay to ghost people?
It's fine to ghost people. Like, you know, we all get ghosted. It's probably better than leading someone on and then breaking their heart later. Just ghost it.
What's more important, good personality or good in bed?
That's a real hard one. I'd have to say good personality and good in bed. Or you can always work on it in bed, I guess. But yeah, that's a tough one. I guess personality, of course.
Do you think Fanny flutters are a scientific way to determine they are worth a second date?
I think Fanny flutters, that's hilarious, that word. I think that means it's lust, you know? So you can get confused and lust can get you in trouble.
How do I know when the person I'm dating is a bit muggy?
The way to know someone's a bit muggy is if things don't add up. You know, like the little white lies? They can turn into massive lies. So if they're comfy lying, it's just like muggy.
What's the best line to use when sliding into DMs?
I've never slid into DMs, but I think the best way to slide in, I guess, is to compliment the person. No one doesn't like talking about themselves. That's a secret.
How do you tell someone you're not into them after a first date?
I don't think you tell someone you're not into them after a first date. You just slowly, you know, kind of disappear. I think that's the best way to go. So I'm into ghosting, I guess.
My partner wants to take me to a sex party. Should I go?
Your partner wants to take you to a sex party. What type of sex party? If it's a swingers, I wouldn't. It depends on your relationship, actually. I can't judge. But it's a sex party where you buy toys. I don't know what a sex party is. I feel like, isn't a sex party just with your partner? How many people can you invite? I need to know more.
If this is your comment, please comment below. And what's the best piece of dating advice you wish you'd known earlier?
Me personally, the best bit of dating advice that I wish I knew earlier is if there's silence, just let it go. Don't start talking about yourself and offloading stories that no one wants to hear about your camera toe.